This is it, guys. Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. Today's Saturday, the 8th. Super Bowl 59, Chiefs against the Eagles, Ralph. Let's get it. Let's break it down. Welcome to Put the Game On podcast. Thank you for all the new viewers, new subscribers. We appreciate everyone who's been liking the videos, interacting with us in their comments and our messages. Keep it up. We appreciate it. We're going to get back to everybody who has been reaching out. What's going on, Ralph? You ready for this big game?
Kinda. Yeah. Kinda ready.
Kinda ready. It's another game we already saw a couple years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game, but, it's football. I like watching football.
Football. All right. Let's get it. Let's break it down real quick for the fans out there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring in the Eagles first. Let's bring in the Eagles and talk about them a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know the Eagles have had the number one defense all year long. Probably one of the best offenses all year long. Scoring so many points in each game. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, even Dallas Goedert. Right? They've all been going off all season long. I think Saquon does it for us this year. Mm-hmm. I think Saquon's going to be our savior. We depended on Josh Allen 2 weeks ago. I think it's Saquon this year.
Right.
He went off against, for his first, his best playoff run, obviously being with the Giants. He made the playoffs once. 115 yards against the Commanders, 205 against the Rams, 119 yards versus the Green Bay Packers, 78 and a 60-yard rushing touchdown, right? So very explosive player. We know what he can do. Now, can this Chiefs team stop him?
Right? Yeah. So obviously, I agree with everything you said, right? Eagles had an incredible year this year. I think, Saquon Barkley he's had a career year for sure.
Oh yeah.
Right. So they're looking good. They're a very, very strong team. But obviously, the Chiefs have faced strong teams. They've been in this stage, and I think they have the tools to sustain Saquon Barkley. And Jalen Hurts, he's a big rusher as well.
He had 36 yards against the Green Bay, 70 against the Rams. He did struggle against the Commanders, only 16 yards, but he had a great throwing game.
Yeah, they've had a great playoff run. That they smacked Washington.
Yeah, they looked good. I mean, again, they smacked Washington. They came out on top against the Rams, which could have been either way at the end, right? It could have been either Rams. Rams could have won that shit. Green Bay just looked awful. It was a Green Bay hospital that year in Philly because everyone was just going out. Green Bay Hospital in Philly.
Health insurance.
All right, so we know what the Eagles can do, right? We know they can come out, be explosive. They know how to stop the run. Very good pass defense. Cooper DeJean in the back as a safety has been a dog as a rookie all year long. So shout out to him for being from Iowa. Now, the Chiefs, like you said, they've been here before. This is the biggest stage. For them, it's nothing new.
Let's talk about the Chiefs season and their postseason as well. During the regular season, they weren't as dominant, but, they looked great against Buffalo.
Yeah.
Despite all these, allegations and all these flags and all these kind of conspiracy theories about it, they did play a pretty good game.
Yeah.
So they know how to handle a team like the Eagles.
They're ranked second in defense for rushing, only allowing 3.8 yards per carry, dude. That's a great defense.
That is a good defense.
You're going to go against one of the two best rushers in the league in Saquon and Jalen Hurts, like a dual threat. That's going to be very crucial for this team.
Uh-huh.
Stopping that run, containing Hurts, and containing Saquon.
Yeah, so let's break it down. Okay, so we know what the biggest weapon in the Eagles is, right? It's their rushing game. Mm-hmm. Whether that's Saquon Barkley, whether that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
And just at what we're looking at, the Chiefs know what you just said, the Chiefs know how to block the run.
Yeah.
So obviously the Eagles have to come up with a game plan, or Saquon Barkley has to figure out how he's going to overcome that defense.
I hope he does, bro.
If we look at the Chiefs against the Bills, they were able to stop James Cook pretty good. Mm-hmm. Obviously he's not the same running back as Saquon Barkley, but the point is they were able to stop him and also able to stop Josh Allen, who is also a rusher.
Yeah.
He uses his legs a lot.
Yeah.
He used his legs to win that game in the regular season. Mm-hmm. So we saw a lot of more passing from Josh Allen. So I think they're going to stick to that same game plan. So I think the Eagles kind of have to see what the Chiefs did in the Bills game and try to figure out how they can go past that.
Yeah, and then you contain the rush, right? You adding pressure to Jalen Hurts. He's not that great of a passer. So forcing him to throw, it's gonna force a lot of mistakes on that offense.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, now you have AJ Brown and Devonta Smith.
That's what I was going to say.
who are-
He has weapons in the
he
field.
has weapons in the field who can make plays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the thing that you know, I'm sure these last 2 weeks they've been working on their passing game because that rush defense is going to be tough to beat. Now, if Jalen Hurts can make these plays, make these throws, bro, we have a chance.
Well, we have a chance, bro. I don't like the Eagles like that.
No, me
you
neither,
know,
but I just want the Chiefs to go down, bro.
that's the thing is you hold a huge grudge against the Chiefs because of
Hate
your
'em, bro.
Bengals.
Hate 'em.
Because of your Bengals. Don't worry. You know, Joe Burrow won comeback player of the year and everything.
Hey, we'll get to that later.
You know, we'll get to that later. But yeah, so what do you think the Eagles' game plan is going to be? Do you think they're going to establish the run early?
I think they're gonna that's what they always do best, right? They try to get it right from the start. You know, rush. And we've seen Saquon with his 78-yard and 60-yard rush against the last two teams.
Yeah.
You know, that's scary, but that's dangerous. That
That
just
is
shows
scary,
you-
but I feel like that. I mean, this is the Chiefs' defense we're talking about, right? So they can do that to Washington,
yeah,
you know. So I don't think Saquon Barkley has had at least one really long play during the playoffs. I don't think the Chiefs are going to let him do that because if they let him do that, they're going to build confidence and they're going to keep on going with the run, and then they lose. I mean, they're going to give away the game that way.
yeah. Nah, but
It's going to be harder for the Eagles.
think
is
about
what
it
I'm
like
saying.
this, right? Real quick, let me bring this in. Chiefs played against a banged up, injured Texas offense, right? They played against a Bills offense who has no names besides Josh Allen and James Cook. You're coming in against A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Saquon, Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts himself.
Yeah,
You think you have a game plan to stop all 4 or 5 of these guys?
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a difference. Like, these guys have been explosive all year long. And now you're a Chiefs team who has been consistent all year long, but not as dominant as the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Eagles' wins were massacres for the most part. They were dominating teams left and right. The Chiefs were barely getting by
Really in the
in the regular season. Yeah.
Oh, in the regular season.
They
Okay.
smacked a couple teams by a lot. You know, even against the Commanders, who were looking so powerful.
Yeah.
Smacked them. Smacked the Bengals one time. Fuckers. You know, but like they showed dominance throughout this, not the whole season, but throughout the season. You've seen the Eagles as a scary team.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
You know, we talked about it earlier in the other episodes where the Chiefs did not look so scary the whole season, did not look dominant.
they're healthy now.
But they're healthy now. Is the scary part,
It is scary.
you know?
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. You know, I think the Eagles have a lot of tools. You know, AJ, you think AJ Brown's gonna bring that? He's gonna bring that book with him. He's got to bring that book with
He's
him.
got to bring that book, bro. What's it called again?
Inner excellence.
Inner excellence,
He's got to
bro.
bring the inner excellence out of him. Everyone has the inner excellence.
Bro, he better read that book, bro. They won that game when he had that book.
He's
bro.
probably. I don't know if he's done with it, bro. He's probably done with
I
it.
think he's read it multiple times.
Oh yeah, right. He's read it multiple times.
Yeah.
Do you think he has a bookmark?
Right, I think he just folds the fucking corner of the page.
Bro, there's probably you think it's small, like a little small.
Little fold in the corner.
No, but he takes notes. He does take notes.
has a
I know.
highlighter and everything.
Yeah, he has a highlighter and everything, bro.
Good for him, bro. Reading's important.
Reading's important, so he's got to bring it with him, bro.
He has to bring it, bro.
I'd rather see AJ Brown reading than a Taylor Swift sideline.
Show us that. NFL.
Yeah. Show us some good reading.
What page is he on, bro?
Yeah, what page? Hey, bro, what page are you on? I didn't get to that part yet.
All right. So
So
yeah.
let's flip the script.
Yes.
Eagles defense and Chiefs offense.
Yep. Eagles defense ranked number 1, which is going to be so interesting to see because this year, you know, again, they've allowed such little points all season long to most teams, and the Chiefs have struggled to score even 30 points all season long. I think they had one game where they hit just 30, and then they beat 32 against the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
The key to stopping Patrick Mahomes, right, is adding this pressure. You know, either if it's blitzing, not allowing him to rush out of the pocket. He's gonna force a lot of errors, right? We saw the highlights. They're gonna force errors, making that pressure, you know, on both sides of the ball, both sides of the line. Just the only thing I say is you can't commit penalties, bro. Mahomes gets these flags like no other.
That's another good point that you bring because, like, I think the Eagles defense has to be extremely disciplined and try to not get penalties because I feel like that's how the Chiefs. A lot of times that's how the Chiefs move down the field.
Yeah,
You know, so and especially you got to block. You got you got to stop the rush because Patrick Mahomes, he was using his legs a lot against the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he made a lot of first downs using his legs. He was a really good rusher, so you got to kind of put some pressure on him, make him make mistakes. You know, I think that's a key thing that the Eagles defense need to do. And you said they were the first ranked defense.
Yeah. So I was talking to this guy earlier this week, and he made a good point. I'm sure we've talked about it before, or heard about it before. The Chiefs, you know, they get the flag, right? Well, the thing about these flags, like maybe they are penalties, maybe they're not penalties on the other team, but what makes these penalties and flags so crucial is that the Chiefs utilize these and turn it into points.
Right, it's like part of their game.
Yeah, it's like 39, you know, then maybe on their 44-yard line, whatever, flag. Pff, they get to the 15-yard penalty, right? They take advantage of that and they go and fucking score. You know, that's the best part about these Chiefs is they know and understand when they get these flags, they gotta convert.
Yeah,
You know? And that's what kills a lot of teams. I think it was during the Texans that happened. They, get the 39, 3rd and 12, whatever, boom, flag. Go and score a field goal or a touchdown.
yeah.
You know, and it was like that's what happens with the Chiefs. So that's something we got to watch out. They have to be very disciplined, as you said.
That's really tricky though to like obviously continue to bring that pressure without invoking a penalty.
Yeah,
Because Patrick Mahomes, you know, when he's under pressure, I feel like he's super cool, calm, and collective.
Mm-hmm.
That it almost gives enough time to kind of have the other team commit a penalty or mess up in some kind.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't do that shit where he's like against the.
Oh, the flop?
Yeah, when he flops right at the he's jogging at the right out of bounds.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yeah.
15-yard penalty.
15
roughing the
out
passer or some
of
shit.
nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another good point to think about is just staying really, really disciplined.
Yeah. So I think we can expect a high passing game from Hurts compared to what he's been doing this whole playoffs. He had a great game against the Commanders, 246 passing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, bro. He went off last game. Now, with the Chiefs containing this run on both sides, let's hope they don't contain this run. We want Saquon and Jalen Hurts to have a game, go off.
Yeah.
It's Saquon's birthday, his first Super Bowl appearance. I think he's gonna have a great game.
Yeah.
But they got to figure out how to get that run going, or how do you utilize Saquon, maybe as like screen pass, screen plays and stuff like that, just where they can use him. And once he gets that opening, it's over.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's over. All right, man. So who do you got?
I think I don't know, man. I got the Eagles.
I'm rooting for the Eagles.
I'm not rooting for the Eagles, but I got the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Eagles in this game specifically. Again, I don't want the three-peat. Leave that to history. Leave it in the books where we're still waiting for one day to get a three-peat champion. All righty, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get it. Put the game on tomorrow. Super Bowl Sunday. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys after the bowl.